The acting Deputy Secretary of Homeland Security, Ken Cuccinelli, joins us now. Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for being with us. I want to start with the reporting.
Good to be with you.
Good morning. I want to start with the reporting that Ben just gave us. We have 2 cabinet secretaries who have resigned, other members of the administration. Have you yourself considered resigning?
I've stayed at my post doing the public safety work that we're doing at the Department of Homeland Security, and I expect to continue to do that. We were critical to supporting the Capitol Police, who were the primary authority responsible for the response on Wednesday, but we sent hundreds of officers over there, and I was authorizing a lot of that activity for DHS. We're planning for a safe inauguration. We expect a safe inauguration, and America can expect a safe inauguration, and that's really what we're focused on right now.
That's reassuring. As we reported, some cabinet members have reportedly discussed using the 25th Amendment. Would you support that?
I'm not aware of any such discussions. I've heard of nothing like that inside the government. Of course, this week I've been focused on the public safety aspects of our role at DHS. You know, the 12th Amendment says unable to serve. I guess they can decide what that means, but I don't see any. I don't see unable. I see that people are upset, and the Speaker made her comments, but there's a long way to go to meet the constitutional requirement, and you saw Vice President Pence stick with his understanding, which I think was the right one, of the constitutional role that he had to play, which was not to have any role in doing much more than counting the electoral votes from the states, and that's what the 12th Amendment calls for. I expect he's going to be just as true to every other part of the Constitution.
Do you not believe the president had a role in inciting this riot?
Well, for 6 or 7 months, we've been calling on people on both sides to condemn violence where it occurs. And in the middle of the problem at the Capitol on Wednesday, we did get that tweet from the president calling on people to leave the Capitol, to be peaceful, to respect the police officers, and so forth. So that was obviously helpful. It was a stronger statement yesterday. And I would note that this administration is pursuing justice against those folks. And unlike other parts of the country, Portland is an obvious comparison. The District of Columbia, the federal government, in many respects, acts like the local government. So unlike, say, the prosecutor in Portland who lets lots of rioters go without charges, that is not happening here. The FBI is fully pursuing anyone they can find who is involved in this criminal activity, and we at DHS are assisting them in that. They have the point, and there's no restraint on that. We are fully across the administration pursuing every avenue of justice available.
Why was the response so slow to this, Mr. Secretary?
Well, that's an excellent question, and the Capitol Police are in a unique position. The only other similar police force in the District of Columbia is the Supreme Court Police. The Capitol Police report only to Congress. And the Supreme Court Police report only to the court. It is that branch of government's own police force. We were moving folks, Secret Service agents in particular, over before the violence began, but that has to come at the request of the Capitol Police because they have jurisdiction there. And so when they made that request, we moved as quickly as we could, and Secret Service agents, Federal Protective Service agents moved to support them, and literally in the hundreds. So that did happen, but the problem, of course, is the initial breach, and there was no backup behind that, and it does appear that there was inadequate preparation and numbers by the Capitol Police. They were overwhelmed by a few hundred folks, and that shouldn't happen. Now, on the positive, they kept all the members safe, which is even more important than the building, of course. Mm-hmm. That is the priority. And the Vice President was never in danger, thanks to both the Capitol Police and the Secret Service. So, but the building was breached. That shouldn't have happened. There'll be an intensive review of that, and you've already seen Speaker Pelosi fire the House Sergeant at Arms and the Capitol Police Chief, and I have to say I agree with her in that action. This is a leadership failure that put inappropriate pressure on individual officers, which puts them in a very, very difficult position. And of course, we've lost one of those officers because of injuries.
Acting Deputy Secretary Cuccinelli, thank you so much.